Namaste. My dear students, today we'll study FIR filter design using windowing technique. Previous class I explained Fourier series, now windowing method. This is one important technique. So what is the need of going for this windowing technique? So what is the disadvantage of Fourier series is abrupt truncation of Fourier series expansion of the frequency response. This truncation result in a poor convergence of the series. So what is the basic drawback? Abrupt truncation of Fourier series expansion. So look at this case. Originally h of n is taken from minus infinite to plus infinite. Its frequency response is as shown. Now in this windowing, we terminate or we consider values from minus m to plus m. So when I am taking values from minus m to plus m, abruptly truncating at plus m and minus m. Because of this abrupt truncation, frequency response is changed like this. So we are finding some ripples at these frequencies, also finding some ripples instead of getting 0. This is because of abrupt truncation. What is the how we do abrupt truncation mathematically? Abrupt truncation of infinite series is equivalent to multiplying it with a rectangular sequence. So rectangular sequence is nothing but rectangular window. WR of n is equal to 1 mod n less than or equal to m and 0 elsewhere. R is a rectangular, W for window. This window value is 1 from minus m to plus m. All other values multiplied with 0. So multiplication h of n is multiplied with WR of n, so that we are getting h cap of n or h prime of n. So time domain we are multiplying. Time domain multiplication leads to frequency domain convolution. So h cap of e power j omega equal to convolution between these two. H of n transform is h e power j omega. WR of n transform is WR e power j omega. So these two we have to perform convolution. So how to do convolution? 1 by 2 pi minus pi to pi h e power j theta WR e power j omega minus theta d theta. Theta is the dummy variable. So e power j omega, here e power j theta, e power j omega minus theta d theta. This is mathematically convolution. Now in this what we should know? H e power j omega. How to find h e power j omega? Is the Fourier transform of this. So that is nothing but this window already there. Then WR e power j omega is the Fourier transform of a rectangular function. So minus m, this value is m, n minus 1 by 2 to plus n minus 1 by 2. Indirectly minus m to plus m, this value is 1, and e power minus j omega and d omega. So if you integrate this one, you will get this term. Then sine you convert into sampling, you will get this. So indirectly, this is the sampling plot. n sampling omega n by 2 by sampling omega by 2 plot is this. So signal chain system, you are already familiar how to draw the sampling function. So finally, we are doing convolution between this sampling function and this rectangular frequency response. So when you do that, you will get this kind of answer. So basically what I am trying to tell is, if you take values from minus infinite to infinite, you are getting a perfect shape. When we are abruptly truncating from minus m to m, we are getting this. Why we are getting this shape? I am trying to prove it. So multiplying in time domain is equivalent to frequency domain convolution. Both the functions, its transforms we should know. One is the sampling function, other one is like a rectangular shape. And if you perform convolution graphically between these two, you will get this shape. That is the meaning. Exam point of view, not important this proof, but concept point of view, when we are abruptly truncating, why frequency response is changing, I am trying to explain. So graphical convolution between WR e power j omega h results h cap e power j omega as shown in figure. Now important points here. Main lobe width is 4 pi by n. If you observe here, main lobe width. So main lobe width is from here to here. So what is this gap is how much? Here minus 2 pi by n, 2 pi by n. Total it is 4 pi by n, main lobe width. This can be reduced by increasing the value of n. So width reduced because n is in the denominator, but area of side lobe will be constant. These are called as a side lobes. So these areas constant. Area constant means if width is horizontally decreasing, vertically increase. So that area remain constant. That is one important observation. Second observation is, for a larger value of n, as you increase the value of n, transition region can be reduced. So when this width is reducing, transition width is reducing. This is one plus point. But we will find overshoots and undershoots in pass band. Overshoots and undershoots in pass band. It's indirectly ripples. Non-zero response in stop band. Non-zero response in stop band because of larger side lobes. Why large? When width is decreasing, amplitude vertical increase na? So larger side lobes. So these overshoots and leakage. Leakage means larger side lobe is called as a leakage. Overshoot, undershoots in the pass band will not change significantly when rectangular window is used. This result is known as a Gibbs phenomena. So both we want to decrease. Practically, when one is reducing, other side we are getting a problem. So ideally, transition width should be less and there should not be any ripples in the stop band. And in the process of reducing this transition width and side lobe levels are increasing. If you want to decrease the side lobe levels, then n must be less. If n is less, then transition width is increasing. So there is always what do you call compromise between these two. Okay. Next, desired window characteristics. Smaller width of desired window characteristics. So when you select window, any window, what are the basic characteristics? Smaller width of main lobe of the frequency response of window containing as much as of the total energy as possible. Small width of main lobe. So main lobe width should be small and total energy should be available in main lobe only. Okay, total energy, maximum possible total energy should be available in main lobe, and main lobe width should be less. This is one important character. Second, side lobes of frequency response, the decrease in energy as omega tends to pi. So when digital frequency is increasing and increasing, the side lobe level should decrease. Then energy, that means energy also should decrease. The third one, even function about n equal to 0. So any window, it should be symmetric with respect to n equal to 0. And fourth one, 0 in the range mod n greater than or equal to m. So other side the window value should be 0. So one is symmetric and it should be 0 in other area, and main lobe width should be small, and total energy should be available in main lobe, and side lobe level should decrease or energy should decrease as frequency increasing to pi. So this is one important question, theoretical question. Sometimes they ask this: what are the desired window characteristics? Next we'll see rectangular window. Now there are different types of windows. Rectangular window, how rectangular window is defined? It is like this is n equal to 0. So at 1 again value 1, like that. So it's we are always multiplying with 1. So this may be plus m, like this. So this is minus m. So minus m to plus m, all these are multiplied with 1. So what is these values? 1. This is what rectangular window. If it is a triangular window, triangle shape, so it will be like this. So how the values? Here value 0, here value is this, here value is this. So the way how we are multiplying is changed. Previously multiplied with 1, here we are multiplying with here 0. Slowly values are increasing. That's why it is a triangular window. So triangular window, mathematically how it is defined? 1 minus 2 mod n by n minus 1. Okay, and 0 elsewhere. For different values of n, if you plot, you will get this triangular shape. For example, n equal to 0. So what is this value? Only 1. N equal to 0, 1. At n equal to m, it should be 0. At n equal to m is nothing but n minus 1 by 2. So if you replace this with n minus 1 by 2, n minus 1 cancel, 2 cancel, 1 minus 1 become 0. So like that, this is described by this equation. In this, side lobe level is smaller than that of rectangular window, being reduced from minus 13 dB to minus 25 dB. Side lobe levels means a side lobe amplitude is decreasing. Minus 13 to minus 25 means amplitudes are decreasing. This is one advantage. However, main lobe width is now 8 pi by n. Previously it is 4 pi by n, now 8 pi by n. Main lobe width is increasing and side lobe levels are decreasing. So there is a trade-off between main lobe width and side lobe levels. And there are other windows, general raised cosine. So again, scientists not stopped their research. Instead of multiplying with continuously 1, slowly values are increasing. Again, there is a problem. Now people thought of changing this shape, maybe something like this. So what is this shape? It is like a cos function, sinusoidal function. So initially slowly rising, then later fastly rising. So this shape is changed. Accordingly, different names are assigned. So general raised cosine is defined by this. If alpha equal to 0.5 Hanning window, alpha is 0.54 Hamming window. So you need to remember this window equations. These window equations are important. You should remember them. And alpha equal to 0.5 Hanning, 0.54 Hamming, like that you remember. Blackman window is another window you need to remember. And another complicated window is Kaiser window. So WK for Kaiser of n equal to I naught beta root of etc. For this 0 elsewhere. So as per the syllabus, introduction of Kaiser window only mentioned. So we don't solve any problem using Kaiser window. So window definition better to remember because they mentioned introduction. May be useful in part A questions. Remember up to this or study up to this. Then if you compare all the windows, rectangular window, peak amplitude of side lobes, always remember side lobes, negative dB increasing means levels are decreasing, amplitude value is decreasing. So that is the advantage of every window. Then minimum stop band attenuation also increasing, -21, -25 and so on. This is also increasing. The beauty of Kaiser window is whatever value you want accordingly, because variable facility is available in Kaiser window. Here fixed values are available in all other remaining window. So that is one advantage of Kaiser window. Now generally how to select the window size. Selection of window, then how many values we have to take it. Select the window type from the table to be the one highest from the list such that the stop band gain exceeds K2. So this is the rough graph frequency response given. K1, this is 0. So 0 to K1 is the passband variation. K2 is the stop band attenuation. Corresponding to K1 omega 1, corresponding to K2 omega 2. Keep these things in mind. Now select the window type. What type of window we have to select from the table to be the one highest from the list, such that stop band gain exceeds K2. For example, I want attenuation of -50 or -45. So -45 is coming here now. That is coming in this range. If you select a Hamming window giving -41, but what is the minimum we want? -45. That is possible only with the help of Blackman window. So depending on the specification, you have to take one higher. Then select number of points in the window function to satisfy the transition width of the for the type of window used. Select number of points in the window function to satisfy the transition width for the type of window used. So what is the transition width is W2 minus W1 should be greater than or equal to K times of 2 pi by n. So as I told earlier, main lobe width is 4 pi by n, but only right side is 2 pi by n. So multiples of 2 pi by n, that is with the K. So that K is here mentioned. For rectangular window, total is 4 pi by n, you take K equal to 1. 8 pi by n, take K equal to 2, 8 pi by n 2, 8 pi by n to 12 pi by n 3. So main lobe width is increasing and here k value given. So k times of 2 pi by n. K depends on type of window. So solve this equation for n. For example, we decided Anning window. Anning window, what is k? 2. So here substitute 2. W2 minus W1 transition width is known in the problem. Once window selected, k is known. Solve for n. So n should be greater than or equal to k 2 pi by W2 minus W1. This is second step. First one is select the window based on the specification. Second one is how many points we have to select. Third one, if analog frequencies are given, convert into digital frequency using omega equal to ohm t. So here all designing in terms of digital frequency. So there is another one problem. Apply the Hamming window to improve the low pass filter magnitude response obtained in Fourier series. Fourier series earlier solved a problem. We find out h of n already for a given specification of low pass filter. Those coefficients improve using Hamming window. So Hamming window, this window already known, and at that time already designed n equal to 21. Refer that problem again. So n we got 21. Only thing is just multiply. So WH0, WH of 1, WH of 2, like that. Total 10 we have to find. Here 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5. Here 6 written, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 right side, 10 left side similar. At 0. So total you will get to 21. These 21 multiply with 1 to 1. That means what? H of, that means H cap or H prime 0. H prime 0 equal to H of 0 W H of 0. So Fourier series already done. H of 0. WH of 0 available. That value is 1. So multiply, you will get H prime 0. Like that all values find out. Then Bi prime equal to H prime I minus M. This already earlier discussed. Then H prime Z equal to I equal to 0 to 2M. So 20 Bi prime Z power minus I. This formula also already given. So stop it here. Now in this problem, another problem, find a suitable window and calculate the required order of the filter to design a low pass filter that will have a minus 3 dB cutoff at plus 30 pi radians per second, and attenuation of minus 50 dB at 45 pi radians per second. The system will use a sampling rate of 100 samples per second. So what is the data given? 45 pi and here 30 pi. Remember, they are given in analog. Digital frequency always maximum up to pi. So convert them into digital frequency. So always remember and draw the characteristics. So it is something like this, and this is minus 3 dB. Minus 3 dB is like a K1, and K2 minus 50 given, and corresponding to this omega 1, corresponding to this omega 2. They are the digital frequencies, and this gap is a transition width Wt. So omega 1 is what? Here minus 3 dB. So minus 3 dB means omega 1 is called as a omega C, cutoff frequency. Ohm C T. What is ohm C? 30 pi. 30 pi. T is 1 by 100, so 0.3 pi, 0.3 pi, so 0.3 pi is omega c. Then omega 2 is ohm to T, 45 pi by 100, 0.4 pi, 0.45 pi. Then K2 less than or equal to minus 50, K1 greater than minus 3 dB. So K1, K2 we know, omega 1, omega 2 we know. Since frequency is given or analog, we just change it into digital domain. So what is the first? Select Hamming window to get minus 50 dB. What is our requirement? Minus 50. So with the help of this table, we have to decide. Minus 50 we want to, so we have to select what? Hamming window. Hamming window will give better than minus 50. So minus 41, minus 50 we want. What is the question given here? Select Hamming window to get minus 50. Minus 50 dB or more. Minus 50 dB or more. Minus 50 dB or more. Yeah, we have to minimum stop band attenuation is given this side last column. So which is giving minus 50? This one. We want minus 50. Minus 50 is better than minus 50. But if you select Hamming only minus 44, not good. So minimum stop band attenuation is given in this. So compulsory we want minus 50. Hamming window will give minus 50. That is better than minus 50. So accordingly we are selecting the Hamming window. So window is done. Once window is selected, the number of points greater than or equal to k times of 2 pi by omega t, and Hamming window k already 2 pi by omega t is W2 minus W1, 26.65. So select n equal to 27. So like this, depending on the specification, we should know how to select the window, the number of points. Window number of points is one aspect. Using Fourier series, how we are designing for the given specification. Any problem, low pass filter, a filter specification will be given. First to design a low pass filter, find out h of n, and keeping other things in mind, select the window and the number of points. Then multiply 1 to 1. How to multiply in this problem explained. How to multiply. Then h prime of 0 like that you will find out. Then bi prime, h prime z. This is how filter will be designed using windowing method. So window techniques are developed based on Fourier series. First, using Fourier series, you have to find h of n, further improved with the help of windowing techniques. So with this topic is over. So almost third unit is over with this, and you need to practice the problem based on different windows. So until then, bye.